Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me for my live Q&A, the Q&A from LA, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tonight I'm going to talk about some crypto news and moving some crypto around. So let's get started. Okay, so welcome everybody. Thanks for joining me again. I'm glad that you've all come. Let's see who's here. Nobody at the moment. That's good. I'm going to pop out my chat here. I'm hoping that my stream health is okay and that I'm streaming through okay for everybody. If there's any problems with the stream, just throw it up in the comments, and I may have to reboot or redo something, whatever. All right, so first thing I'll get to is a little bit of crypto news, and then maybe we can talk a little bit about any questions you may have or moving crypto around, which I'd like to do a little bit of that tonight. So the big news is the crypto markets went down a few days back when there was an op-ed in the New York Times. Hey Arwa Abdullah, thanks for joining me. Talking a little bit about crypto news right now. Paul Krugman, who is a distinguished economist, wrote an op-ed in the New York Times criticizing Bitcoin once again. But his words hold a lot of weight, so it worried a lot of people and affected the Bitcoin and, and by extension the entire cryptocurrency market. I've heard a lot of these arguments over and over again about, Bitcoin's not a good currency because it's not stable enough and it's not backed by anything. We've heard these arguments ad nauseum. Now, I'm sure he's a very intelligent man. He's won some awards, and he's an expert in his field. But Bitcoin is a brand new thing, and it took me several weeks to even wrap my head around of how Bitcoin worked. And I was coming from the direction of knowing about cryptography. I had studied, taken a cryptography class. I was familiar with cryptography in general. And even with that knowledge, it took me a while to wrap my head around how Bitcoin actually works and what gives it value and what gives it trust. So I can completely understand mainstream economists not really understanding the underlying technology and why it is backed, basically. It's backed by math, and I can't think of anything stronger than math. I mean, you've got governments, you've got banks, you've got all these things, but when it comes to math, who can you trust more than math? 1 + 1 is always equal to 2. So anyway, hello everyone, thanks for joining me. We're talking a little bit about some of the Bitcoin bashing that went on earlier in the week. But we did have some good news. That was just today. The New York Stock Exchange owner is launching a Bitcoin exchange, and I think this is really good news. I expected Bitcoin to shoot up 10%, but it didn't. But I think that this is really good news. And the good news for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general is adoption. Anytime you hear or read an article about adoption, that's a good thing. And more articles are coming out, and they kind of stay under the surface. They don't get a lot of press in the big mainstream media, news sites and papers and everything. But steadily over time, there's a lot of adoption going on. And so this is a big story to me. The head of the the owners of the New York Stock Exchange want to start their own cryptocurrency exchange called Backed, I guess, to manage cryptocurrency. And this will add some legitimacy to the space and bring in maybe some more conservative type investors more mainstream type investors, and that's a good thing for Bitcoin. Adoption, adoption, adoption. And then some other good news. I thought I had a tab open, but I guess I don't. Coinbase has had several good stories here lately. They're now accepting the British pound. I think that was a few days ago. There it is. Coinbase adds British pound for UK crypto users. So that's another sign of adoption there. More people getting involved. Coinbase is a really great website. Say what you will about them. Maybe the interface is a little simplistic and maybe they're not catering to enough coins or whatever your criticism of Coinbase might be. But they are definitely introducing a lot of people to cryptocurrencies. So bravo for them. Also, they're adding more coins. That's another good thing. And also this thing about they've partnered with another company to allow small websites to accept cryptocurrency payments. And that's pretty cool too. And I would imagine if it's Coinbase, they will it'll be Bitcoin, Litecoin, and I believe those are the two that are starting off, and then they'll add Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash. So that's another great news. That is true. Arwa just mentioned that there is a steep learning curve, and I'll be the first to admit that. It took me, I think I mentioned at the beginning that, sorry. You know what? I'm talking about all these news stories and not showing you anything. I'm so sorry. So here's the Coinbase is allowing web stores to accept crypto. So I guess Coinbase will sort of be running under the hood for these websites so that they can accept cryptocurrency. And then here's the story about Paul Krugman that I was mentioning. And this particular story here is kind of a rebuttal of what he said in the original article. The original article was New York Times. And then over here, this article here I was mentioning about the New York Stock Exchange owner is launching a Bitcoin exchange. Put that there. All right. So any of you that want to check out these articles, that's cool. And then I put some stuff in my description so that I could kind of stay on topic here. Trust Wallet acquired by Binance. Okay, that's a good one. So let's talk about that for a minute. The Trust Wallet. Okay, so whoops, sorry, that's a video. Pardon me. So Binance, which is one of the largest, most trustworthy cryptocurrency exchanges, has acquired this company that has a wallet called the Trust Wallet. So that was big news. Let me go over here. Yeah, here it is. It is a iOS-based or Android-based cryptocurrency wallet that lives on your phone, but it's not a hot wallet. There are some cryptocurrency wallets for iOS and Android that are kind of like hot wallets that connect to accounts, like I believe Uphold works like that. This actually resides on the phone itself. The private keys are held on the phone, and it has a lot of good features. Secure. Now it's not a basket cryptocurrency type. It only holds Ethereum and ERC20, but that's a lot. There are a lot of ERC20 tokens out there. So Binance has acquired that. So this large cryptocurrency company has acquired this wallet. So they'll probably maybe add some functionality down the road, or make it easier for you if you use Binance to store your cryptocurrency in this particular wallet. I don't know if they'll take over the code base and make it closed code. It's currently an open source code project. What have I done here? I detached that tab. It's currently open source code, which can be audited, so you can trust it. So I believe they're planning on just leaving that the way it is. They're, from what I understand, they're going to allow the wallet to remain independent. They're just sort of taking over the back end, the accounting error part of it. Maybe they'll lend their assets to the platform to make it the trades easier. Yeah. So that's big news that Binance acquired Zao, or Binance acquired this trust wallet. What programming language should you study if you're want to work with blockchain? That's a good question. I know for Ethereum, you might want to learn. Now I can't think of it. I'm just gonna have to Google it for a sec here. Solidity. Solidity is the programming language that runs on the Ethereum network. Bitcoin, I mean, the code of Bitcoin is pretty much written, but there are people that work on Bitcoin, and I believe it's still an open source project. But if you want to program and help Bitcoin, you could do that. But the Ethereum programming language, Solidity, there's a lot more room for growth and improvement there, because these are applications that run on the blockchain, as opposed to Bitcoin, which is just a currency. But let's see, Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin's written in C, if I'm not mistaken, or C++, but I could be wrong about it. Let's see. Yeah, I think it was written in C++. Bitcoin Core is written in C++. So now C++ is a great language. It's been around a long time. You can't go wrong if you're a programmer to learn C++. It's very similar to Java and JavaScript. So if you're familiar with Java or JavaScript, then you kind of get what's going on in C++. There's a little bit of different syntax. But yeah, if you want to be a blockchain programmer, C++, or Solidity. And then I believe Cardano has is written in a newer language. Haskell. Yeah, I think Cardano uses Haskell. And then I think they're Viper and Haskell. That's right. Smart contract languages. So that would be another thing you might want to, get into if you're thinking of being a programmer. Hey, Nasser from Manchester. Hey, Sherby. Talking a little bit about the programming behind Bitcoin and Ethereum for all you cryptocurrency aficionados out there. I wanted to move around a little bit of crypto. I did a video on Smart Trust Wallet. So these are my latest videos. I did how to set up the Trust Wallet. I did a video on restoring Ledger since last week. I'm not sure. I think I've done this one on Uphold. Oh yeah. I had started to do this one video about setting up Uphold, and it was going to be how to buy Bitcoin on Uphold. Well, I filmed the entire setup, and it took so long that the video was like 50 minutes long. And I try to keep my videos around 20 to 30 at the most. You know, if I can get a video done where it's only 10 or 15, that's even better, because people have short attention spans. But a 50-minute long video just wasn't going to work. So I chopped out the whole, initial setup. It's a little daunting. You know, you have to set up Uphold, you've got to log in and get an account, and then you have to immediately enable two-factor authentication. It's kind of a requirement. So you have to go get Authy, and then you have to figure out how to use Authy. And then after you get all that set up, then you've got to verify your account. So you've got to, scan your driver's license or whatever, and a picture, and go. It's just a long process. It's daunting for most newbies. And so I had cut all that out from this video, which is buying Bitcoin. So I had all this extra footage, so I created this little how to get started video. So if you've never used a cryptocurrency wallet before and you would like to try Uphold, I would recommend watching this video. In fact, I think Coinbase wants you to verify your ID now too. I don't know. It's not, you got to go through this to do cryptocurrency. And Uphold's a pretty good way to buy Bitcoin and a good way to cash out. So you've got Coinbase and you've got Uphold. And those are the three that I did. So anyway, I was going to show you guys. Let me check if there's any questions. Hey William, hey Lance. You like long videos? Sure. Could you please do a video on Elastos ELA wallet in the future? Well, I would be happy to check into that and see. Let me get my new video ideas document open so I can throw that one in there. All right. So I was going to show you how to use Trust Wallet. The first thing I'll do, you know what, there's, I don't know how many people are here right now, but I just wanted to, yeah, I do split them up in parts sometimes. I had one where I installed Debian, and it took me like 4 or 5 videos to do it. So I think what I was going to do was just walk you guys through a Coinbase purchase and transferring to Coinbase Pro. If you haven't done that yet, I would highly recommend it. So Coinbase Pro is, where are we? Here we go. Coinbase Pro is the sister / parent cousin of Coinbase, right? It used to be called GDAX, but they've changed the name to Coinbase Pro now. And if you have a Coinbase account, I would highly recommend setting up a Coinbase Pro account. It's pretty straightforward. As soon as you start trying to set up a Coinbase Pro account, it's going to ask you, do you have a Coinbase account? And then it'll just kind of tie the two together. So if you got a Coinbase account, go set up a Coinbase Pro account. And you may ask me why. If I got Coinbase, what do I need Coinbase Pro for? Well, Coinbase is great for buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, or Bitcoin Cash, or others down the road. But it's not really a great platform for transferring and trading between cryptocurrencies. Because when you send Bitcoin directly from Coinbase, you're subject to the Coinbase network. I'm sorry, you're subject to the Bitcoin network fees, the mining fees, the transaction fees, and they can be high. So the Coinbase Pro is a trading platform that, because of the volume that they do, they're able to absorb the network fees. So if you buy some crypto in Coinbase, you can transfer it into Coinbase Pro for free, and then from there you can send it anywhere you want for free without any network fees. So let me just walk you through that. It's pretty simple. I've done this in many of my videos, but I'm just going to do it again. All right, so we start at Coinbase, right? We log in. We enter our password. We enter our two-factor authentication. And then we arrive at our account, right? Now, you'll notice my Coinbase account is empty. I don't keep my coins in Coinbase. I buy all my coins in Coinbase. I usually start by buying some coins on Coinbase. But then I transfer them out somewhere else, and put them to work. I don't leave my coins in Coinbase. It's not that it's not safe, it's just that it's best practice not to leave your coins laying around on an exchange if you can avoid it. All right, so but we go over here to buy and sell, and I like Litecoin because it's fast, right? So I'm going to click Litecoin, and instead of the bank method, I'm going to use the debit method. It's much faster, right? So we'll just go down here and buy $50 worth of Litecoin, right? And then we'll confirm that and hit confirm again, and you'll notice that I have it right away. Let's go over to account. All right, see, I got the Litecoin. Now, the interesting thing is that if, for example, if I were to use the checking account to buy the Litecoin, it would take 3 days for that Litecoin to show up in my wallet, roughly. If I were to use the bank account to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, it could take a week. It happened to me before. It happened to me with Litecoin. It took like a week for Litecoin. When the crypto markets are really popping and everybody's buying and selling, these transactions can just take enormous amount of time. So always, for me, I always use the debit card option, and I usually buy Litecoin because it's faster. Now, I mentioned Coinbase Pro. What are we going to do? We're going to go to Coinbase Pro, and we're going to transfer that Litecoin into my Coinbase Pro account. And how do I do that? Simple. I just go over to My Wallets, and then I choose Deposit, right? And it asks me, well, what do you want to deposit? I want to deposit Litecoin, right? I just bought some on Coinbase. And then the default is deposit from a Litecoin address. I want to choose Coinbase wallet, right? See, it links directly to my Coinbase account. It knows I've got 0.61759,723 Litecoin in my Coinbase account. So all I do is hit max here, and I'm just going to transfer all of that into my Coinbase Pro account. Boom. They didn't charge me a fee, and it took me just a second. So now I have that Litecoin in my Coinbase Pro account. And I can do whatever I want with it, right? I can transfer that Litecoin somewhere else. I can buy Bitcoin with that Litecoin if I want to, or I can buy Ethereum right here. And once I'm in Coinbase Pro, the transactions happen right away, right? So once I've funded the Coinbase Pro account with Litecoin or Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, I can buy the other coins instantly. So that's the trick. I know we're all impatient people, but if I wanted to fund my Coinbase Pro account with, there are ways to do it, right? If I wanted to put US dollars in, if I wanted to deposit US dollars, I'd have to go from a wire transfer or a bank account, or if I had some dollars in my Coinbase account. But getting dollars into Coinbase or Coinbase Pro is a normal transaction. That takes a few days. You know, that's why Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are so great, because when they're working properly in there, they will be able to transfer funds much faster than our current banking system. So anyway, I just thought I would talk about that today and give you guys a quick tip on how to buy crypto fast, right? So let's say I wanted Bitcoin right now. I would buy the Litecoin on Coinbase with my debit card, transfer it to Coinbase Pro, and then buy Bitcoin. Bam, done. Less than 5 minutes. And then I got it. Yeah, when I first opened Coinbase, it was fairly straightforward. They didn't make you give all that ID information. They would just let you open an account with a debit card, you know, or a bank account, you know, but they didn't require all that ID verification. So now they do. Now it's a little bit harder. So if you check out that video I did on Uphold, it's a good example of the hoops you have to jump through to get verified. And usually, if you've got a valid driver's license, you know, and you scan it in there, it's not too bad, you know. Now there are a lot of arguments against, you know, having to go through all this, you know, and to, you know, Big Brother is watching and all this, and, you know, you're giving them all of your information. But, you know, it's just like any other online account, like your Amazon account. If you want to buy on Amazon, you got to give them your credit card and your name and your address and your, you know, all that stuff. So it's not much different than that. But yeah, back in the old days, Coinbase last year, they didn't require your ID. They just required a card with some money on it. Yeah, I think I mentioned earlier, say what you will about Coinbase, but it is introducing people to cryptocurrency. And you know, it's an easy way to fund a cryptocurrency purchase. You can do the same thing with Uphold too. Uphold will also allow you to buy crypto. I'm not sure, some people told me that Uphold charges you a little more, but it has its own good and bad features there. Yeah, it takes a while to get verified. That's the problem, is the time. But when I did Uphold, I was verified not very long. And I think I went through a mock, well, it wasn't a mock setup. I went through the setup for Coinbase, because I have a separate Coinbase account. And I got verified within, you know, it didn't take days. It was like a half an hour maybe, or less. But everybody's different, and depending on what kind of ID you have and all that stuff, it can be a hassle. Hey, William, you're back. All right, let's check it out. Monaro, huh? That's different. William, do I think that's a good strategy? Well, the thing is that I, back in the 90s, I got involved in online trading, and I was leveraged, right? They allowed me, you know, I don't know, I think I deposited $1,000, and then I was buying and selling stocks, and I leveraged myself, and I got myself into trouble. I mean, I didn't go into debt, but you know, I managed to lose, you know, the money that I was working with, and I got some of it back. But I've always been, my thing with crypto is, if you're going to buy crypto, for me, is I only buy crypto that with money I can afford to lose. I don't buy crypto hoping to get a short-term return like a trader. I buy for the long term. You know, if I got $100, you know, from this paycheck, after all the bills are paid, I got an extra $100. I throw it. I'll throw it. I'll buy some crypto, like, and then I'll transfer it maybe somewhere to an exchange and buy some altcoin that I think might give me, you know, a return in the future. But I don't go out and, you know, put 10 grand on my credit card to buy crypto. That's just me, and it can be a recipe for failure in the crypto market. You've seen just how volatile it can be. So I'm more of a long-term type investor. But let's check out this coin that William wants to talk about. And let me give a shout out to William. I know because he can't put a link in the chat window. Oh, we got to do it this way. I think he's over in Torrance, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, real estate. That's right. Real estate. There he is. Okay. William. Hey, William, it looks like you've got some videos, too. Okay, so William's got a YouTube channel, too. So if you're in the market for anything in the LA area, come check out William. And let me, I'm going to go to your YouTube. All right. There's William.
Good evening, my name is Sol. This evening on Real Estate Spotlight, I would like...
So I always try to give a shout out for William when he gives me a tip. I think that's pretty cool. So let's check out his question, though. He wants to know about MCO Monero. Oh, it's a wallet company. Okay. Well, having talked about not leveraging yourself, huh? Let me try it like this. Let me try MCO without the dash. See how that goes. Is this it? No, that's Monaco. That's something else. Huh. Monaro. I'm having trouble finding this thing. William, do you know the ticker symbol for this coin or this wallet? It's a company with a wallet you can use a Visa card for. So, having said that you don't want to leverage yourself, I do like it when companies make it easier to buy crypto. You know, and if you can buy crypto with your credit card, it makes it easier to buy. Now, like I said, I wouldn't run up, max myself out with my credit card buying crypto. Huh. MCO Monero. It's not coming up on. Oh, here we go. Ah, okay, I think we found it, right? Yeah, I guess. So let's check this out. Might be something I could do a video about. So I do like to do videos on how to buy and move crypto. Pardon me. So it looks like it's an app, right? You download it, and then you can connect your credit card account to it. So I'm wondering, all right, so it's very similar to Uphold, I think. Uphold allows you to connect to your credit card to your wallet so that you can buy and sell. But this looks like credit card based, right? So that's kind of interesting. Let me share phone with you guys. So probably a bad idea, right? I get criticized a lot for sharing too much personal information in my videos. But let's check out, let's check out Uphold. So, you know, like the Uphold wallet down here at the bottom, you know, it works with Face ID, and you know, you basically can connect. There's different cards that you can add and subtract, and you can transfer crypto in there by connecting your bank account to the wallet, and it works pretty well. It's an iOS type device, or it's an iOS application, but it's basically a hot wallet. It's not really a cryptocurrency wallet in the strict definition. Well, there are a lot of hot wallets. It's more like a Coinbase. It's more like you're just interfacing with the company. Now, this one here might be very similar, right? You've got the app on your phone, and you can use your credit card to fund your purchases, but you're never really controlling the private keys of the Bitcoin or the Ethereum or whatever it is that you're holding there. I noticed they've got Binance coin on there. That's pretty cool. It looks like they have quite a few. And then up here, they've got a little bit of Korean, so maybe it's a Korean company. So, but I'm not familiar with it, so you probably have to give me some time to do a video. But like I said, I always like wallets that make it easier to manage crypto, and also don't leverage yourself. That's my word of advice. Yeah, it's a little like BitPay. Okay. WireX app too. So now that I'm sharing the phone, why don't you let me show you a little bit about the Safe Wallet, which I did a video, or Trust Wallet. So if you haven't checked out Trust Wallet, I'd give that a shot. Let's go back here. So Trust Wallet is an Ethereum wallet, and it holds Ethereum and ERC20 tokens. Now, the interesting thing about Trust Wallet is that it's a sort of what you would call a cold wallet, because the private keys are held on the device. So the Ethereum wallet that you set up on this phone, the private keys for that address are on this phone. So no one else has any access to the cryptocurrency except yourself. You're not dealing with an online account. When you transfer Ethereum into this wallet, it's on the phone basically. And then they give you a C that you can back up. So I was going to show you, I'm going to turn off mirroring here for a second. And so I'm going to transfer a little bit of Ethereum if nobody has any objections. I'm going to go down here, see if anybody... Thank you, William. I will. I'll check it out. And so I'm going to go over to... I'm going to close some of these. I'm going to leave that one open. Actually, while I got this open, and I think I probably closed my Coinbase. Let's close all these down here. Let's close these down. Why don't we go ahead and transfer that Litecoin into my cryptocurrency exchange? So I've got the Bittrex open. So all I need to do is go over here to Coinbase Pro. And I'm going to transfer that Litecoin over to Bittrex. Now, why am I not going to convert it into Bitcoin at the moment on Coinbase with no fees? Time. I don't like it when my transfers take a day or two or longer, and sometimes they do when you transfer Bitcoin, even from Coinbase Pro, or what used to be called GDAX. So Litecoin is the best way to transfer. So I'm going to go over here and get LTC. this is the LTC wallet on Bittrex, and I'm going to make a deposit, right? So I'm going to hit this green. I'm going to copy that Litecoin address into my clipboard, right? And then I'm going to go back over here to Coinbase Pro, and I'm going to go to My Wallets. I'm going to withdraw, and I'm going to select Litecoin because I have some Litecoin in there. Destination is that address of my Bittrex account. How much? I'm going to max it out. I'm just going to take that whole bit of Litecoin that I bought. I'm going to withdraw, enter my two-factor authentication. That would be my Coinbase. And there we go. And I'm sure that at some point okay, see, no, that's not the right one. You can see I do this quite often. I buy Litecoin and then just transfer it off somewhere else. There's our August 4th transfer. So we'll just check back in with Binance a little later, and we'll see that we'll have a pending deposit in a few minutes, and it usually takes about 15 minutes to get over there and verify, right? So, but before I worry about that, let's transfer some Ethereum into that safe wallet. All right, so let's go over to, I'm gonna, well, let's see, should I use Ledger Live? Yeah, I'll use Ledger Live. All right, so we got Ledger Live open. You okay, buddy? Oh, somebody's upset. I'm entering my PIN on my Ledger Nano. You can't see what I'm doing here. You're wondering, what is he doing? Is he pouring himself a drink? All right. So I've got the Ledger Nano ready to roll here. And let's go into the Ethereum account, right? And let's send some Ethereum over to that Trust wallet, right? Let's do that. That sounds like fun. Really? So I'm going to turn on my screen mirroring again. Hopefully that'll work just fine. Sometimes it doesn't. All right. I'm going to move the phone over here. All right, so I want to deposit some Ethereum in my Trust wallet. All right, but I'm on my computer, so how am I going to get this address into my Ledger Live? I'm going to hit receive, and that's the address, but how am I going to get that into Ledger Live? This is my phone, and how am I going to get that address into my computer? The easiest way that I've done it is I'm just going to tap share up there in the corner and just send myself an email, right? Oops. And I'm revealing all this personal information again. Pooey pooey on me. Oh, wow. All right. So I sent myself the Ethereum address. And let's see, this thing's going okay. And so we're going to go over and check my mail. Now this isn't my CryptoDad mail. If you guys want to send me an email, send me an email at thecryptodad.com. I'm sorry, thecryptodad@gmail.com. It's in my YouTube page, I believe. All right, so I sent the Ethereum over. Here's the address. That's I'm sorry, I sent the address over. Alrighty. Oh, I think that was my sent. All right, so here we are back in Ledger Live. Let's hit receive. The phone. Yeah, it's okay. And I need to go into the Ethereum app if I want to send some Ethereum. Right? That's it. Hit both buttons. All right. And then also in Ledger Live, if you're using your Ethereum app in Ledger Live, you need to go into settings and choose browser support and set it to no. All right, for Ledger Live. All right, and then it wants to verify. Oh, what am I doing? I'm sending. Sorry, guys. Bad CryptoDad. All right, we're sending. No, we're receiving. Yes, we're sending. Sorry. All right, we're sending cryptocurrency to that address that I just copied into my clipboard, right? Let's double check that email. I'm getting senile, guys. I must be getting senile. All right, 05588. All right, that's it. All right. I think I've figured out where I'm at now. All right, how much am I going to send? Let's send 0.2. Right? Now, Ethereum network is a little tricky. We want to make sure the transaction goes through. So I'm going to pop up my GUI. Right? I'm going to make my GUI a bit higher. I'm going to do 4. Right? I don't know how they get their defaults. I should check into that. And then the gas limit is 21. So I'm going to move the gas limit higher. Right? This is just from my experience in the past. If I was by myself, I might try their small defaults and see if they worked or not. But I don't like to watch transactions fail when I'm live. All right. And the Ethereum app is already open. And it wants me to verify the transaction on the device. Hit that. And it says broadcasting. And this is kind of the cool thing about Ledger Live is you've got this little button here that'll take you to etherscan.io so that you can, or I'm sorry, first they show you some operational details. They tell you that it's not confirmed yet and that they charge me a small fee. That's not very much. You know, that's like $1 or $2 at the most. It might even be less than that. But then this button will take you to View and Explorer so that you can see, I don't know why it's opening up on this screen. Whatever. Okay, we can watch the transaction go out and just confirm that it works. And okay, so I sent 0.2 Ethereum.
Hey, Alex, come on.
I sent 0.2 Ethereum, and they're only charging me 9 cents. My gut instinct is that this is going to fail. I thought I popped the gas and the GUI up. But let's see. Let's see what happens. We'll all hold our breath. I don't know how much experience you guys have sending Ethereum and ERC20 tokens back and forth, but it's a little nerve-wracking. I don't know why. Oh, 4 GUI, huh? Yeah, this one might. Well, we'll just let it percolate, right? See what we got. Well, I would scan the code from my computer screen, but I'm sending from this wallet. Oh yeah, I guess I could, right? No, I'm sending to the phone. So if I was receiving, if I wanted to send cryptocurrency from the phone, then I could scan the receiving address on the computer. I could do it that way. But the fact that I'm sending to the phone, then I need the computer needs the address, and there's no way I can beam the address to the computer from my phone. So that's why I sent it in an email. There we go. It went through. Yay for us. All right. So now all we have to do is kind of check our Ethereum over here and wait for something to come in. Hey, there it goes. So we got it. The Ethereum came in on the secure or the trust wallet, and there we go. And then we can see now that our balance. Well, I'm showing you my phone. You can see it. the balance has been adjusted, and now I've got a little more ETH in there than I did before. So a little bit, demo on how to send Ethereum. Yes, you can still scan sending or receiving. Okay, so maybe I'm just daft here. So if I want to send cryptocurrency to this app from my computer, and I've got a QR code, am I going to hold up this? Oh, well, I guess my webcam might do it, but I don't believe Ledger Live. Well, let's find out, Val. Let's prove you right. I would love to prove you right. Let's try that. All right. Let's hit send and QR. Well, it may work. No, it's not going to do it. It may work in Ledger Live, but that's kind of glitching out on me here. Let's see. I would love for it to work, yes. So basically what he's saying is I should be able to hold this up. Sorry. I have this receiving address. I should be able to hold it up to my webcam and have my webcam scan it. But there's no interface in Ledger Live that I can see that will allow me to do that, right? So if I choose send and they want the recipient address, it looks like a barcode over here, but it's not functioning properly. If yours is working like that, more power to you. But I haven't been able to get it to work. Maybe that'll be something I should check into. But in order to get that address, I would have either had to type it in manually, referring to my phone, or, sorry, let me turn off screen sharing here. This is always kind of a pain. All right. Yeah, the only way that I could scan the QR code on this app would be to hold up the QR code to my webcam. And then I would be able to scan it into Ledger Live, if that worked. So I would love for it to have worked. Anyway, read your last text. You sent me a text to my phone. Up here. On your computer, you click on receive and then scan the code with your phone and enter amount. On your computer, you click receive. Yeah, well, I wasn't receiving on my computer. I was sending from my computer. If I was receiving from my computer, then yes, I would have done it that way. But I'm sending from the computer. It's on my right side where you were looking, the 4 boxes. Yes, and I click them and nothing happens. I get this object navigator used media error. Yeah, I get it. I would like to do it, but it's not functioning properly on my computer. If it's working on your computer, that would be great. Yeah. I would love for it to work the way it should, but it doesn't. But you're all making very good points, and pointing this stuff out is really good. The easiest way to transfer crypto is with QR codes, because then you've eliminated the human error of mistyping the address. So in any case where you have the option of using a QR code, I totally advocate doing it that way. That's the best way to send and receive crypto. Yeah, doesn't work. Someday, we could even Google that. We could say, let's see where we're going to do. Ledger Live. Send QR code not working. Yeah. So I'm not the only person. But if I can get it working, I'll do that for you guys next week. But I don't want to spend too much time troubleshooting. Ah, Grand Illusion, no CC miner payout in the last 7 days. Ah. No, I'm really sorry to hear that. But I think last week there was a guy who said it took like several days and then he got like 45. I don't know if that was you, Grand Illusion. So I don't know why there's like a bottleneck or a backup. Because you are mining, you know, you're lending your mining power to that pool, so you should get paid. All right. Oh, and while we're at it, I think that I've showed you guys. Wow, my computer is just kind of slow right now. It's kind of crazy. I've been mining Vertcoin. If we go over to YIMP, oops. There's an algorithm for Vertcoin, VTC right here, the Lyra 2v2 algorithm and the 4533 port. So if you you can check out this. Oh, I think I had it open. Yeah, it's open. Right. So I set up CC Miner like that with the Lyra, and I've got a Vertcoin wallet. And you know, I mined Verge for a long time using YIMP with my NVIDIA card, but there were some issues with Verge earlier in the year. Their mining algorithm got whacked out and something weird happened, and I wasn't getting any mining returns, so I switched to Vertcoin. And then I switched to Digibyte for a little while, and then I'm kind of back to Vertcoin again. So that's another one I can show you. I opened up the wallet earlier. Now Vertcoin, the Vertcoin wallet is very similar to the Bitcoin Core wallet. It's obviously, they borrowed the code from the... So I'll just throw Vertcoin open and we'll do a little transfer in a bit to Ledger Live, because Ledger Live supports Vertcoin. Okay, I've clicked receive on the phone. Now how am I going to scan the computer? Yeah, I'm a little bit tired of talking about this one. All right. Oh, that was you, Grand Illusion. So you got some and then you didn't get it. Now you're back to another 7 days with none coming in. Yeah, you could do it that way too, Reg. I just like emailing the address to myself took me 2 seconds, so I wasn't too concerned about it. Do you think the BitFi wallet and the hack rumor that is circulating on the web, will you recommend using it? I have to admit, I never used the BitFi wallet. I tried to look it up too. I was like, what is this thing? And I think when I Googled it, it didn't show up. I get a lot of, here we go. Okay. So it's like a Ledger Nano S. You know, I follow John McAfee, and I think he's a great advocate for cryptocurrency, a real smart guy, and I'm sure that he is. There are powers in this world that consider him an enemy. But his view is that there's a conspiracy against his wallet by Ledger and Trezor, and that they have teamed up and hired armies of trolls to badmouth his hardware wallet. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. I've never used the BitFi wallet. Apparently, they gave a challenge for anyone to hack it, and someone said that they did, but he didn't want the money, so I'm sorry, the guy's name. I can't even think of his name now. John McAfee claimed that, well, if he doesn't want the reward, then he doesn't have the hack. And then I guess some people took it apart and looked inside of it and said that it wasn't as advanced as they claimed it was. So, I don't have any problem trying it. The Ledger Nano S seems to work fine for me. But the more hardware wallets that are out there, the better. It's a little pricey. The Ledger Nano, I think when I bought the Ledger Nano, it was $80. It was like 59 euros. I think it's gone up a little bit, but I don't know how many different cryptocurrencies the BitFi wallet will hold. But if it holds more than the Ledger, that would be a good thing. I don't know if it has a list of the amount of cryptocurrencies that it will hold. Cold storage is a good thing. Oh, this is just general. Here we go. Okay, so it supports quite a few right now. Not too crazy about that web interface. I don't know. I hate to be a judge, but, when I check out a company's web page, if it's a shoddy web page, it's easy for me to say, well, they're developers, they're not web guys, that's not their focus. So, okay, their website sucks, so that doesn't mean that their company sucks. But in today's world, if you want people to take you seriously, you better hire a decent web developer, right? To get your web page looking right. They have a list of cryptocurrencies, which I can't even read with my naked eye. And then when I click here, I get this bigger picture that I still can't read. So it's not a very clean interface to show me which cryptocurrencies are supported by this wallet. Okay, so and here they just say they're adding more wallets. Yeah, duh, everyone is. They're adding more cryptocurrencies as we speak. But anyway, I don't have anything. I haven't had any bad experiences with it. I haven't heard anyone tell me that it sucks. And like I said, hardware wallets are a good thing. It's a good way to store crypto, a hardware wallet. So I've never personally used it before, though. He could send me a free one, and I'd check it out and do a video on it. Okay, so Grand Illusion now is mining on a mining pool hub and having it automatically converted to the coin of your choice. So Humanus is saying the ledger is too problematic. It does have its idiosyncrasies, and I've never used the Trezor or the Ledger Blue. But I've never lost any crypto on my ledger. But you're right, it's the only one that I've ever used, so I don't really have the right to criticize any other hardware wallet without having tried those as well. Non-ERC tokens. When you say non-ERC token, you just mean other cryptocurrencies? Oh, the other non-ERC20 tokens. I don't know currently what the Trezor supports. So, I mean, if we go over to Ledger here, you can always find out what coins they currently support on this website. You can also check it in Ledger Manager as well, if you want to. Right? So it's easier to read their list. Oh, this is new. This is different. It used to be a different page. So here's the ones they support currently, and then they're working on some more. They've announced that they're going to be supporting, I believe they've announced they're working on Cardano, they're working on BAT tokens, some of the big ones. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm not too sure about Ethos and Trezor, what they're going to be supporting in the near future. Let's check our, how did I get on? I think I opened up a new window here. Let's go back over here to our Bittrex account and see if we got our Litecoin yet. I think we did, right? Let's refresh. Yeah, there it is. So the Litecoin came in on Bittrex. And so now you see that took me, you know, about half an hour at the most, maybe less. And now I've got cryptocurrency in an exchange where I can buy other altcoins, right? Because Coinbase only sells Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. So any other cryptocurrency that I want to buy, I got to go to an exchange. And I can't fund Bittrex or Binance with my bank account. So the only way to fund them is to deposit cryptocurrency into one of their wallets. And that's what I do. I use Litecoin because it's fast. So now that I've got some Litecoin in here, if I decide I want to buy some other coin, then I can do that. And now I've got, you know, all of these altcoins that are sold as, you know, on Bittrex at my fingertips. All right. So that's why I choose. I fund my purchases with Coinbase because it's easy and I can do it. And then Coinbase Pro to save money on transfer fees. And then I deposit the crypto in another account. And then when I'm done, generally, buying whatever it is I'm buying, I transfer it to my Ledger Nano S or a wallet. Like, for example, ADA is not supported on Ledger Nano S or the Ledger Live, so I have to put it in a ADA wallet, a desktop wallet. Let's see what Vertcoin's doing here. All right, so these are my mining rewards from my Vertcoin miner. I think we talked about my Vertcoin miner here. All right, it's running CC Miner, and I run it at night. And if you're interested in the mining, then check out my whoops. I meant to do that for my videos. Let's go back. That's here, right? Yeah, if you're interested in casual cryptocurrency mining, please. Maybe if I spelled it right. If you're interested in casual cryptocurrency mining, I've got a few videos on mining. I've got one on mining Ethereum, if you're interested in that, Digibyte, and Vertcoin. So now that we've got this Vertcoin here, why don't we go to Ledger Live and send some of this Vertcoin into the wallet here. So once again, it's going to be pretty easy. First I'm going to enter my PIN. Alright, and I'm going to exit out of the app that I was in. Alright, and so let's go to Vertcoin here, and I'm going to receive some Vertcoin. Boy, Vertcoin is taking a hit. Alright, and so just move over to Vertcoin. Right, hit both buttons. And there we go. And it wants me to verify the address. So we just click this little button, and I just look on the device here to make sure that the address on the device is the same as the address on the screen, right? And once we've confirmed that, we'll just copy this address. That's my receiving address. So let's go over to the Vertcoin wallet. I'm going to do a send to that address, right? And I'm going to use the available balance and subtract the fee. It's just a small amount. Then I'm going to click send, and it wants my passphrase. Hopefully this is the hooies. They always get me. All right, yes, I'm going to have to do this. Whoops. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing there. Oh, I think it's already mounted. Yes, it is. Okay. So I've just got to go find my Vertcoin. Where is this thing, huh? Ah, okay. Ah, okay. I know where it is. Let's do it from here. I guess I don't. I thought I did. Okay. Having password issues, guys. Could have sworn I had this down here. Where is that? That is really weird. Yes. Oh, that's right. I misspelled it. All right, here we go. V-E-R. There it is. All right. So now I just need that password. Yowza! All right, let's go back here. All right, now I'm going to paste that password in. There we go. There we go. That's the right password. All right, and it wants me to confirm the fee, you know, which they calculated for me. And there we go. And we can go back over here to Ledger Live and just wait for that Vertcoin to come in. So I just got an alert that the Vertcoin went out. And then we'll see if anything comes in. So the last transfer was July 28th. Now, there, it came in. All right, August 3rd. I had someone mentioned to me that if you have your miner set to an address on your Ledger Nano S. Hey, kiddo.
Oh, my phone.
Ah, yes. Phones. Gotta give her the phone. Someone told me if you have your miner pointed to an address on your Ledger Nano S, that it will freeze or something of that nature. So I don't know. I never heard of that, but I was told that yes, if you send too many transactions into a wallet on your ledger, things will go haywire. I've never had that happen to me, but I don't know. You could just let it accumulate in the hardware wallet or the desktop wallet and then transfer it to the ledger, you know, when you get the chance. When you want to cash out an ERC20, do you always have to go through Coinbase? No, Frank, not necessarily. I'm trying to think of a good example of that. Basically what I would do if I wanted to cash out of an ERC20 token. Let's use Bittrex as an example. Let me see if I have, let's get this out of here. Alright, for example, there is a little bit of polymath in this exchange, right? And I could sell it for, say, Bitcoin or Ethereum. Once I have those, or Litecoin, I can transfer back to Coinbase and then cash out of Coinbase. So in order to cash out of Coinbase, I got to have some asset, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, or Bitcoin Cash, and it needs to be, you know, have some value. So let's say I transfer it in from an exchange. Once I've got it in my Coinbase account, then I can sell it for cash, right? In your Coinbase account, you have a cash account. After that, then you can cash out. And I've done that. And it's pretty efficient. When you cash out of your Coinbase account, it says, oh, it could take 3 days, but it shows up within a day in your bank account, right? So the trick is, where is this polymath, right? In this case, I've got it right here in my exchange account, but I might have it somewhere else. I might have it, say, on my Ledger Nano S, and I have to use my Ether wallet to see it. In that case, I would need to transfer that ERC20 token onto Bittrex. So, for example, I think I had ADX at one point. So, like ADX, well, let's look at it here. These charts. Don't think I have it on here. All right, so let's just go ADX. All right, there it is. All right, so ADX, that's a ERC20 token. So let's just say that I had some ADX in a wallet somewhere, an ERC20 wallet. Like, well, I showed you that I had some in here earlier. I showed you earlier I had some ADX in this wallet, and I could transfer, whoops, I got to look at it. So if I had some ADX in this wallet, which I do, I could send that to my Bittrex account and then sell it for one of the major cryptos and then transfer that to Coinbase and cash out. I could also do that with Uphold too. I could sell my ADX, whoops, I could sell my ADX on Bittrex for a cryptocurrency that's supported in Uphold. Uphold wallet supports Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a few others like Basic Attention Token. So which are available on Bittrex. Right? Let's see if ADX is on here. Yeah, see, you could transfer ADX by doing a deposit. I could send it from this wallet to my Bittrex account, sell it, and then with those proceeds of Ethereum or Bitcoin, transfer it back to Coinbase for the cash out. I know it's convoluted. If Bittrex supported bank accounts, then I could take any number of my cryptocurrencies or ERC20 tokens that are supported on Bittrex and cash out that way. That would really make things a lot easier. And from what I understand, Bittrex is working on that, connecting your bank account to your Bittrex account. Bittrex is based in San Francisco. How to check ERC223 token in MetaMask wallet. Okay, so I have MetaMask up here. All right. And I don't have any tokens in there at the moment. So let's see. 223. I've never dealt with ERC223 tokens. Do you, Vijendra, do you have a particular ERC 223 token in mind? Maybe I could use that as my example. I don't know if this will work, but let's try IOScan or Ether scan.io. Let's try Poly, just for the fun of it. All right, so if you can find your token on Poly, and I'm assuming this will work for ERC223, if you give me a suitable example. This is the contract right here, right? And the decimals is 18, and the symbol is POLY. So let's add token. The contract address is the one we just copied. And it automatically knew that it was Poly as soon as I put the contract address in there. And then we just hit add, right? And there, that's the Poly. There's no Poly in there at the moment, but I can transfer Poly in there by using the Ethereum address of this wallet, right? So I could copy this address into my clipboard or use the QR code and then buy some Poly. Let's say we bought some Poly on Bittrex. We could transfer it into that MetaMask wallet by using that address, right? Let's go back here. I think they support Poly here. I have one Poly. All right, let's see what happens, right? Let's make a withdrawal of one Poly. No, you can't. The transaction fee is one Poly. Oh, well. All right, so, but I'll just have to fake it, right? I would transfer to that address, the MetaMask address, right? Remember, I pulled this address from MetaMask. So when you're sending a cryptocurrency, an ERC20 or ERC223, you're always sending to an Ethereum address, right? And if this Ethereum address has that wallet associated with it, you'll see the balance, right? Then I would click withdraw, and then if I had enough Poly in here, it would show up here. So that's MetaMask. So just to recap, you add token, you add the token address, you click add, and then the token shows down here in the token tab, right? Your Ethereum balance shows up here at the top. This is the Ethereum. And then your tokens show over here on this side. And you would send Poly into this wallet by using this Ethereum address. And you can copy that into your clipboard or use the QR code. Ariel X, I can send from my US dollar back to my bank. This is not listed. I'm kind of stuck in. So let's take a look at the cashing out process. Let's go back into the Coinbase. So I believe you're able to set up a Coinbase account with just a debit card. Let me put in this QR code here. I'm sorry, this authenticator code. Hope I got that right. Okay. All right. So if you have been purchasing crypto on Coinbase with your debit card, I don't believe you get that cash account, right? Let's see, accounts. See, I got the US wallet, USD wallet, but I believe the only way to get that wallet is to actually connect your bank account, right? And if I recall, Coinbase worked pretty well with my Chase bank. So depending on the bank that you have, but I believe you do have to connect your bank account to Coinbase, and then you get that US wallet, US dollar wallet. And from there, it's linked directly to your bank account. So you can fund that with your bank, you know, just do a deposit, right? And in my case, see, they don't even give me the debit card option. I have to use the bank account to make the deposit. And then the same would be with a withdrawal. If I had any money in there, I would withdraw, and it would say, okay, I'm gonna send the money to that bank account. And you could have more than one bank account in there, obviously. It said, you know, you could add more bank accounts, like add a new bank account. So you could have multiple bank accounts, and then you would just choose which bank account you want to use to cash out. Oh, your bank's not listed. Okay, I get it. Right. Ariex Axe, you might want to try Uphold. It's possible they might support your bank. I don't know. You might give it a whirl and see. They might support your bank. You know, the long and short of it, though, with in some cases, if you really want to buy some crypto and your bank isn't supported, then you might want to just open another bank account. Let's say, okay, I want to buy some coins on Coinbase. They won't take my bank account, so I'll take $500 or $100 or whatever and go open an account at Wells Fargo. Who supports my Coinbase supports Wells Fargo, dump a little bit of money in your Wells Fargo and use it to fund your Coinbase. I know that's a lot of trouble, but I mean, if you really want to buy some crypto, you know, banks are happy to open accounts for you. You know, they're more than happy to open an account for you. Every time you walk in there to cash a third-party check, they want you to open an account with them. I hope it works out for you, Ariex. All right, guys. Vyenjar Kumar, whatever coins you've received in this airdrop, you need to look up on Etherscan. If you can find that coin that you received in the airdrop, you'll be able to find out what its contract address is. Once you've done that, you'll be able to add that coin into MetaMask and then deposit your airdrop in there. I think you have to set up your wallet to get the airdrop. So best of luck to you. best of luck to everybody tonight. Thanks for joining me. I hope you got a little something from my demos. I know I didn't have a whole lot of questions tonight, but I always appreciate it when you guys let me ramble. So anyway, thanks again, and I'm just gonna plug it. You guys that are here probably know that I do this live stream every Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Join me for the live Q&A from LA. Look forward to seeing you there. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that allows you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you all again soon.